Okay, so today I'm going to add a few things to my Bronco build here. I'm gonna add first, this is probably just gonna end up being last, some little extensions here to give my track a bit wider, make that a bit wider so I can have pretty much more stability. And then the first thing I'm gonna end up actually adding is going to be this frame here this is specifically made for the Bronco, so this could help me. I'm trying to get that weight lower so I can get my hill climbing a lot better. I'm mainly working on hill climbs. And then I'm going to add some newer Endura axles, which you'll see which ones they are in a minute. And yeah. And then also while I'm at it, I had some spare brass weights from Endura right here. They have all the screws in them and everything, so I'm going to get those on too. Okay, so here is one of the axles. Let's get this opened up. Okay, I think this is the front one. Yeah, it is. So if I'm out there, the axle itself with the hardware in there looks pretty cool. Okay, oh hey look, more hardware in here. I think that's, yep, my arms. Okay, that's all that. And last but not the least, the rear axle, which I'm going to start with this one because this one looks definitely they're a lot easier because you don't have to just deal with all the steering, because I do have to turn my servo sideways for this one, for sure. But this one here, trying to do this one-handed here, is a lot easier to deal with. There's almost nothing to it. So yeah, and then as you can see here, I got the Endura stuff on it. As I put the bumpers on, which that's super easy. I like the way it sits. I'm gonna mess around with the shocks a little bit on track, because that's where I can tell the most of what I'm doing. Here's the rear axle opened up. Looks really nice. I love the color and shape of it. One of the things I might change out is this. Endura has brass weighted diff covers for those, so that can be a thing. And like I said earlier, I'm gonna add the Endura brass weights onto this. So that's the rear. Here we are a week later. I was running into some issues. I stripped out my last servo, so I got the Endura 7 kg waterproof servo. I wanted waterproof because I do run it through a little bit of water, and their other one is not waterproof. And because my old tires, these mudslingers weren't working very well. They weren't gripping on the rocks. They're not a very sticky compound. So I got the Endura King Trekkers here, as you can see. These are a 62mm tall and 22mm wide tire. They got nice, good sidewall, and I'm going to open those up. Here is my 7 kg servo here, all tied up. I actually might reuse this to tie it up to make it all clean in the electronics. Here is my horn stuff, so I have an extended horn and a short horn. Yeah, I love the color, nice and shiny blue. I like that this is going to be a lot more durable than the other one's got metal gearing, so it's not going to strip out. This here, that shouldn't break because it's a little bit tougher of plastic, it's a little thicker. And honestly, this one has a little bit more weight, so it's going to help put my front end down when I'm hill climbing. So here, I have the tires right here. Oh, really sticky compound, nice tall knobs on them for being a nice rock tire. They're actually an all-terrain, but they work really good on rocks. From what I've heard, that rubber compounds a lot, or the foam compounds a lot better than the ones in these. These have like no... these like to squish here, and this thing has no sidewall whatsoever. It's all floppy and not great on the sides, and the center is not super, it's kind of stiff. So, and these are nice. I like these a lot better. They got nice coarse foam in there. Unlike these have a little bit more bubbly of a foam. Don't know if that makes a ton of difference, but this one here actually has more foam in it compared to this one's kind of pushed back a bit. So here I got the bead locks together. They work really nice. These are the old same bead locks I had on this thing. They're pretty worn on the edges, as you can see. They look really nice. I love the way it turned out. Obviously they're gonna get pretty dusty, so they're not gonna have that same black look. They're so grippy, and just I love the knobbiness and the pattern on these tires. They're amazing. Side note, so your servo, I mounted it sideways because of the build I've got going right now, and you're gonna run into the issue of it running backwards. So I ran into the issue with the other servo and this one. It's super easy even with the Endura servos. So all you gotta do is plug your servo in. You have to plug your battery in to your servo, to your ESC. Turn your remote on, make sure that works, and then see if it's backwards or not. Most likely it will be. And then if it is, you turn this off, you grab your remote, and you turn it on and hold the set button while it's on. Your light should be flashing green when so happens. And you keep holding that and turn this all the way sideways while you're holding it. And you let go while you're holding it all the way sideways. Doesn't matter which direction it is. And you let go with all the way sideways. And all you do is you just tap it when it's like this. Let go. Then you plug this back in, and then it should be fixed. Okay. Here we are at the finished product. Looks amazing. I cut the fenders off completely. It even says go out of the side skirts. I just didn't like them. Got in the way of my travel. Now there's almost no rub. There's a tiny bit in the rear, a little bit in the front, or actually none in the front, but the rear does have still a tiny bit of rub, which doesn't matter too much because I'm not going to be flexing that far. And then up here you can see my new axle arrangement along with my servo under the body. See if I can unclip it one-handed. I have everything wired in. Battery, new chassis kit, which is awesome. Shocks at the angle because I wanted that. Got those link bars, which I got recently. Had a video on that. Rear axle. It looks really good. Definitely a decent amount of money to get this set up here, but it does look sick. These new amazing tires, I'm gonna go test these out soon. Yeah, they look amazing. Excited about driving this thing on the track. Okay, here I am on the track. This is line 1. Here I'm doing the side hill start. Kind of just comparing it on the last video. So this thing has a lot of upgrades to it, so let's see how well it does. Okay, so here we are at the top. Kind of getting up on this here. Having some issues there. Having some issues getting up on that rock right there. Let's see. Having big issues actually. See if I can get a different approach here. Something going on with the weight there. It's kind of bouncing a bit. I wasn't doing it before. I had all these upgrades on it. Huh. Can't seem to get it. There we go. Got that outside to inside line there. Just kind of crawl right through it. Okay, got it. That was definitely a little bit difficult for me. In this little rocky patch down here at the bottom of the track, and I'm gonna go on this left side line. Having some issues with the throttle there, not quite having enough juice. There we go. Definitely needs a little more power. It's got the torque, but it needs the power. Definitely where I need to burst the system right there. But did really good through that. Done. It's kind of difficult to do, but it is doable. Just kind of going along these rocks up here. See if I can get up it. Oh boy, having some issues with that too. Oh, Oh boy. I cannot seem to get up on this stuff, but... Right, attempt 2. Let's see. There we go. Okay. I love outdoor courses, but they get so hammered. Whoa! Oh! Saved it. Gotta come around now. Okay. Right here. Come on this side. Let's see if I can do it on the other side of this rock here. And kind of go. Whoa! What the heck is going on there? I'm just like absolutely... Okay, attempt 3. Final attempt. I'm having some serious issues with this thing right now, but the performance has gone up. Just I'm having some serious issues with just like the slow crawl is just not there. It's not like it's tipping a ton. It's not having that great of a crawl at all. Like it goes until it can't. It's getting hung up on those axes really bad, which I'm having issues with, but I was having issues with that before, and now it's for some reason really bad. Yeah, I can't seem to do anything. See if I can save it. Pull it out. Oh man. Oh, I saved it. Final attempt this time. This is really getting frustrating. This throttle's not being very kind to me. Wonder if it has to do with the battery being kind of dead. Not great battery. I haven't charged it in a little bit, so that could be it, but there we go. Finally got that. Wow. Pain in the butt right there. I just had to get that line correct. And go to this one here. It's just a pretty simple little crawling section. Not very many issues with it, just getting hung up a lot is the only thing about it. There's a couple rocks that get hung up, but I can still do it. That one. Oh. Kind of coming up and around. This wide track should help right here a lot. There we go. Right on that outside edge. Worked pretty perfectly. Crawled right over it. Not an issue, but it comes right down this. Then we got the side hill here. And we got one. It's in the last video, and it has been beat to living crap. Rain and the weather's beat it. Just driving on it has beat it. As you can see, it's doable and pretty easy right now, even though it's pretty beat to crap. It's pretty easy to do. So okay, so here I have it after I drove it on track. Tires, like I said, got dusty. It did really well. I like the way it turned out. Battery out of it right now, I have it charging. But I was having really bad issues with the throttle. Definitely was having issues with it, like it wouldn't have enough power to push through the obstacle. The servo helped a lot with how much I was turning. Definitely had a little more turning radius. I have a bit of a wiring mess I gotta fix here. I did tie it up though. The frame fits really well. Definitely pretty stiff, which I like, but also like in certain spots like here, a little bit of flex to kind of help that stability. Then the axles definitely held up great, but I was getting hung up a tiny bit right here. It's pretty smooth. I was having that issue with the other ones. I was wondering if it didn't improve much on that. But the axles keep it planted a lot better, and it stays down. It doesn't lift. And these tires, they just did amazing gripping the rocks. No issues whatsoever. The bead locks helped a ton with the weight, and they just absolutely destroyed. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you like the way this build is looking, comment what you think we should add next. My thoughts right now are brushless system, because it's not working out very well with that one. The new axles have definitely dropped my power by a lot, so I definitely need to get some new motor, and because it's Traxxas, I will have to get a new ESC along with that and a receiver. So that will be a whole thing. That could be a next thing, but if you have something else in mind, please drop it in the comments. See you on the next video.